Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Again, sorry for my fan uh, being that loud. I have to keep it at that certain switch where I have to turn it up to 3 where it starts blowing a lot of air in the room. But I'm returning to you again for an album review, and this is for the 5th marathon album review for Blue October's Approaching Normal album review. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, I was going to do it this morning, this album review, but I thought I had to go to work, and then it rained, and then it kept raining, and it stopped, then it rained again, then it stopped, and I'm like, okay, it's probably not gonna happen for me going to work. But yeah, I think Weight of the World, the opening track, was pretty outstanding to open up this record. And then my favorite song that I like, which is Say It. I really love that song. But the worst song on this album has got to be Jump Rope. I did not like it. I personally think it was a piece of trash. And just how the kids were singing in the background. And I was like, this is corny. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not feeling for this one. So I was like, fuck this song. So I listened to the whole Jump Rope song, and I found myself distasteful with listening to this song. And I was like, ugh, this is probably the worst song on the record. And it was the only worst song on the record, because the others are not too bad. Dirt Room I really liked. Been Down, I guess it talks about depression and all that. And Jump Rope does talk about depression, but it's got this corny, happy tune that I just can't stand. And I'm like, I just can't like this. I just can't like this song at all. My Never was a really good one, and finally, Should Be Loved, The End, and Graceful Dancing were the last songs I gave 5 out of 5s. Everything else, I think 8 out of 13 tracks were pretty outstanding. The other 5 were not bad, and one of them sucked. And Blue Does, I did like the melody to it, with him singing about his daughter. I believe so, if I'm trying to get my perspective on it right, or whatever, if I'm getting my facts right. Yeah, I believe Blue Does was about his daughter and all that, or maybe it wasn't, I'm not sure, but it sounded really nice. I really liked the melody to it, but the execution of it was solid. And Blue Skies was decent too. Picking Up Pieces, I like the Kangaroo Cry, the outro to it, where it goes into the next song, Picking Up Pieces. And I really like that transition into that song for the outro of Kangaroo Cry to the next one, which is Picking Up Pieces, like I said. But it had a good build-up, Picking Up Pieces did, with the pre-chorus. And then when the chorus came, it let me down a little bit, and I'm like, I don't think I can give it a 5 out of 5. But overall, it wasn't a bad track. It just wasn't an impressive song to really do well, I guess. For the listener listening to this album, I think Jump Rope is probably going to be the worst song on this album. Probably people are going to say the same thing, like, oh, Jump Rope was probably the worst song, but I know it's a song about going through life with its ups and downs, but it's so corny. I just did not like the beat to it. And Justin singing it, it's fine, but the melody and how he's singing it with the up, down, and all that, it just sounds straight out crap. But Jump Rope, I could go on and say how bad this song is, but I don't want to give you guys a disappointing review saying, oh, this album's bad, when really it's not that bad. It is decent, but yeah, overall, I think Blue October's Approaching Normal album was decent. It is weaker than the Foiled album. I was hoping this album would be good, because I really enjoyed the singles, and I enjoyed Should Be Loved, which is one of the singles. I think they made like 3 singles for this album, but overall it's a decent album. So out of 10, it pains me to say this, but I gotta give it a 7 out of 10. It's decent, but it's the only fairest rating I can give it, because my rating system's different, because 7 out of 10s don't do so bad for how my rating system is, but it's a decent record. It could be a little bit better if they didn't have Jump Rope in the album, but it was on the album, and it made it on the list of songs to put on the album. So I was like, fuck. I'm like, this fucking song. If I come back and listen to this song again, I'm just gonna be like, nope, skipping this song. Because it was so corny. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the Blue October album, Approaching Normal, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for a track review in a little bit. I'm going to be taking a break for a little bit from videos for another hour or 2. I'm going to go play a video game, of course. Probably the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 game, or whichever video game I decide to play, because I got Borderlands 3 and other games as well. But yeah, I got the Super Deluxe Edition for Borderlands 3, which I'm really happy that I have that. But I will be returning to you for that Skinned Columbine track review, and probably another one. And sorry about the ding, it does that a lot with this phone. But I was hoping this album would have been good. I was a little let down at the fact that Jump Rope didn't do so well over me. I personally hated the song. I personally did not like it, and it was crap. And how the melody was sounding overall, it just wasn't good. That's how I felt about it. But the album is decent, so 7 out of 10 is what I'm giving it. But I hope you enjoyed this album review for Blue October's Approaching Normal. I won't do the next Blue October album review till October 15th, which is Thursday, which is for Any Man in America. And then the Sway album review is going to be on the 18th, which is a Sunday. So definitely tune in for that. I hope you enjoyed this review for Blue October's Approaching Normal. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.